Breaking! Tottenham ready. £100 million move for Premier League star. Frank wants his dream winger this winter. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. According to talkSPORT, Tottenham are reportedly preparing to table an official £75 million bid for Bournemouth star Antoine Semenyo in the upcoming January transfer window. The North London side are believed to have surged ahead of their rivals in the race to sign the Ghanaian forward, with insiders at Hotspur Way naming him as the club's top winter target. Sources close to the club have suggested that Spurs view Semenyo as a player capable of transforming their attack, a dynamic winger who would bring balance, pace and versatility to Thomas Frank's system. The 25-year-old has been one of the standout performers in the Premier League this season, earning widespread praise for his explosive runs, sharp finishing and relentless work rate. Many around the Tottenham camp believe he represents the perfect blend of power and precision that the side has been missing on the flanks. While Tottenham appear ready to move decisively, Bournemouth are in a strong position regarding their prized asset. Semenyo only signed a new 5-year contract with the Cherries in July, and the South Coast club remain determined to keep hold of their star attacker at least until the summer. Manager Andoni Iraola considers him central to his long-term project, and the club's hierarchy are reluctant to disrupt their progress midway through the campaign. However, Tottenham's financial muscle could alter the situation dramatically, following the £100 million cash injection from the Lewis family earlier this month. Spurs are in one of their strongest spending positions in years. Sources close to the negotiations claim that a bid approaching £100 million could be enough to change Bournemouth's stance, a figure they would find almost impossible to turn down. Internally, there is growing confidence at Tottenham that the club can pull off a blockbuster deal once the window opens. The belief is that few Premier League sides will be willing or able to spend such a substantial sum in January, giving Spurs a clear advantage in the race for the in-demand winger. The club's recruitment team reportedly view Semenyo as a signing that could elevate the team's attacking identity and help bridge the gap between Tottenham and England's top contenders. Should the deal go through, Tottenham could line up with Mohamed Kudus on the right and Semenyo on the left, a frightening combination that would strike fear into any defence across Europe. Both players possess electric pace, elite technical ability and the kind of direct style that perfectly suits the Premier League's intensity. Such a front line would not only boost Spurs' attacking threat, but also signal their intent to challenge for major honours once again. Despite Bournemouth's insistence that they have no plans to sell in January, sources believe that every player has a price, and Tottenham's readiness to meet or exceed that valuation puts them in a commanding position. The expectation is that Spurs will push hard from the moment the window opens, unwilling to waste time in negotiations as they aim to secure one of the most exciting players in English football. For Semenyo, a potential move to Tottenham represents the chance to take the next step in his career, joining a club competing at the top level, with European football on the horizon and a manager who values his all-action style. Having been one of the Premier League's most consistent and dangerous forwards so far this season, the Ghanaian appears ready for the challenge. As things stand, Tottenham's pursuit of Antoine Semenyo looks set to be one of the defining transfer stories of the January window, and with Spurs determined to back Thomas Frank and build a squad capable of competing for silverware, their ambition to bring Semenyo to North London is stronger than ever. Spurs are reportedly shifting their transfer focus towards one of Europe's most exciting young strikers, with Spanish sensation Samu Agahawa emerging as a prime target ahead of the January window. The 21-year-old centre-forward, currently shining at Porto, has caught the eye of several Premier League clubs following a string of impressive performances both domestically and in European competition. According to respected journalist Pete O'Rourke, Tottenham are seriously considering making a move for Agahawa in the upcoming winter transfer window. However, the Lily-Whites are not alone in their pursuit, as Newcastle and Chelsea have also shown long-standing interest in the Spanish international. O'Rourke revealed via Football Insider that Tottenham would need to activate the player's £86 million release clause to secure his services, a fee that reflects the striker's rapid rise and immense potential. O'Rourke elaborated, noting that Newcastle had previously scouted Agahawa during the summer while exploring options to replace Alexander Isak, before ultimately signing Nick Woltermaid. The journalist also stressed that Tottenham's growing interest stems from a combination of necessity and admiration, with Dominic Solanke's ongoing fitness issues and Richarlison's uncertain future. Thomas Frank's side are in the market for a proven goalscorer capable of leading the line at the highest level. Agahawa's trajectory over the past 2 seasons has been nothing short of remarkable. Having broken through at Atletico Madrid's youth system before sealing a move to Porto, the young forward has developed into one of the most clinical finishers in Portugal. His speed, movement off the ball, and finishing ability have drawn comparisons to Fernando Torres in his prime. At just 21, he already boasts maturity beyond his years both technically and tactically, which explains why multiple Premier League sides see him as a long-term investment rather than a short-term gamble. Inside sources suggest that Tottenham's sporting director and head coach Thomas Frank are aligned in viewing Agahawa as the perfect solution to their attacking imbalance. The club's recent £100 million cash injection from ENIC could play a crucial role in funding the transfer, with Spurs determined to back Frank's project after a promising start to the season. The board reportedly believes that signing a player of Agahawa's calibre could be the decisive step towards achieving a top-4 finish and re-establishing the club among England's elite. However, convincing Porto to part ways with their star forward mid-season will not be straightforward. The Portuguese giants are under no financial pressure to sell, and Agahawa's release clause gives them full control of the situation. Still, Tottenham's growing financial strength and their willingness to invest heavily in young, high-upside talent could tempt the club into negotiating a structured deal, potentially one that includes performance-based add-ons or staggered payments, to reach the £86 million valuation. Agahawa himself is said to be open to a Premier League move, having previously expressed his ambition to test himself in England. Sources close to the player claim he is particularly intrigued by the idea of working under Thomas Frank, whose track record for developing attacking talent could appeal to the young striker. The chance to play in one of the world's most competitive leagues, coupled with Tottenham's project and ambition, could ultimately prove decisive in luring him to North London. While the race for Agahawa's signature remains competitive, Tottenham appear to be in a strong position both financially and strategically. With January fast approaching, Spurs are expected to move quickly to ensure they do not lose ground to their rivals. Should they succeed, the arrival of Samu Agahawa could mark the beginning of a new attacking era at Hotspur Way, one built around youth, pace and ruthless finishing power. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together, we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!